Well, I get to answer the question of whether or not the X2D is for you, so stay tuned while we unbox this, and let's have a good time. So for those of you who are new to the channel, I am basically Bensky, and I just got the new Bambu Labs X2D. It is awesome. I am so excited to open this up and see what it's all about. There is a lot of talk on the internet, both positive and negative, but hopefully we're gonna be able to answer some of those questions as we unbox this together. So one of the first things off the bat is you can probably tell from this box alone, because this has the printer and the AMS system, it is significantly smaller than the H2C over here, but we're gonna be able to put it all together here and kind of look at it together. But I want people to be able to see the unboxing so that they know what they're getting into when they get this machine. We have the instruction manual right on top. It looks like we have the toolkit right up here. So this is the standard Bambu toolkit here. It looks like it has all the, stuff, the nozzle declogger, and the Allen wrenches and the different lubricants. And then this is just trash right here. So, okay, so it's the classic, this new pull lift. That's been a really fun thing, an innovative thing, I think, for all of these different 3D printing companies. And I also just want to say, they stamp their styrofoam, which is pretty cool. I'm also going to warn you, my entertainment voice is probably going to go away a lot in this because it's an unboxing video, so it should be more personable. So we're going to go ahead and put this down. Yep, so it can just, yep, there it is. Look at that. It is very light. I mean, look how little it is. That's why it's so light. It's cute. It's a cute printer. There's nothing else in the box. We have all the plastic. All right. Okay. Pull this plastic off. This is cool. Sorry, I'm already seeing some fun stuff on the printer. So that's exciting. Bowden tubes, so we'll keep those handy. It looks like we have our standard protective films. I know there's people that are probably like, oh, you take those off? Yeah, man, take it off right away. First thing, rip it off. And then we've got packing tape up top here. So, and then the top glass. So as we can see, they have taken the double buffer system, they've modified it a little differently than it is on the H series, and it's also on the outside of the printer. So that's already really cool. And then if we look at the top here in the glass, we have all of this stuff in here. Oh, look at that. Ooh, what is this? What are you? Accessory box, the accessory box. Okay, so we've got this foam up top. We've already taken out the accessory box and moved that out of the way. Just put this back in the trash here. A lot of blocks in here. Okay, now here's what's in the accessory box. Actually, you guys will see before I do. Oh, accessories. Oh, it's like the screen and another thing, not what this is what I thought it was. Okay, here's what I'm gonna say then. I'm gonna go back to say what I said. Bambu, send me some flush cutters. Not that I don't have a million laying around here. I'm not actually mad at you guys. But I just would love some flush cutters. But let's see what's inside this accessory box. Oh, wow, okay. Oh me, oh my. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't know what this is. But we're gonna find out because I am not reading the instructions yet. I'm just getting everything out of the boxes. We have the AMS cable, put that over here. We have the power cable. This is everything that's in the accessory box. That weird brick that I just saw. Oh, and then the external spool holder. So great. Okay, so that's what's in there. Maybe we should start reading the instructions so I don't start messing things up, because that would be very bad. Can't ever forget our stickers. We have our stickers. All right, so we're gonna come in here and get this tape off of the front of the door. Okay, well, that just ripped off. Yep, that's just ripping that off. No satisfying ASMR here today. So now we have to free these two bolts to be able to get the AMS out. Now, when I'm installing screws, I will basically never use a power tool. However, when I'm unscrewing things, I will always use a power tool. Thanks, Fantic. Fantic, if you want to, ever do anything, let me know. I'm open. I'm open to the conversation because I love this tool. Okay, great. So allegedly we just need to take those out and then we can lift this out. Is that right? Oh yeah, look at that. just comes right out. And that is our AMS Pro 2. It looks like there's some stuff in there, but we'll go back to the instructions and see what we need to do next. Okay, so now we're gonna come in, we're gonna move this bracket here. There's one there, and then one back there. So there's 3 total. Come on, there we go. Great. So 3 screws. How do I? Oh, I should remove this. There we go. It's out. So what I've always appreciated about Bambu and all the other companies is they give you these really bright stickers to tell you where screws are so that you don't mess anything up. And this is just the bracket for the AMS that it was sitting on the bed plate with. Okay, now there's a screw back here. I'm gonna actually move. Can I move this yet? I should be able to, right? So we're gonna move this foam out, get this foam out of the way. And then there's a screw back here. Again, it is covered in red tape so that you know, but also follow your instructions, everybody. Now, I don't have a P2S or anything, so I don't know if these lead screw protectors are new, but yeah, that's kind of cool that they have them. We're just supposed to take those off. They just kind of snap off. And then there's one over here too. Take this foam off to reveal the other one right here. It just snaps apart or unclasps, I guess. There we go. Both of those are now gone. All right, then you can see here, the next step is going to be taking off all of the zip ties. These are colored in red, but they are blue here. So just so you know, the red is just telling you which ones you need to remove. Oh, look, flush cutters from a different place. Anyways, I'm not bitter. Realistically, I probably do have enough of these, but at the same time, who doesn't want more flush cutters? I know I do. Obviously, I feel like I've made that really clear. Okay. Cool. Okay. So that is done. All right. So the next step is going to be installing the screen. So let's just swing you guys over here. So what's really cool is instinctively you're like, which way does this go? But if you see at the top of here, there's these etched markings and they match the same thing on the photo. So you know that that's the top of it and that's how you plug it in. So that'll be really easy to do that. So we'll take this off. Don't ever just like rip this off. You always want to make sure you have like a secure hand there. So then come grab this and then pull that. You don't want to rip that out. You'll just brick your machine and then just hate everything for a really long time. Okay, so make sure that this side is facing upwards. So it goes just like this. We're gonna come in here, plug it in just like that. It should just clip in and then it comes in and it slides to the left. Sweet. Got a screen. That's a nice little, that's a big screen. That's awesome. Okay, so we're at the back of the machine and we're finally to this part where it's that piece that I don't know, but we're gonna look what it's called. So it looks like, oh, this is install the auxiliary extruder. Oh, so there's a whole auxiliary extruder. That's freaking sweet. Okay, so we're gonna do that and gently push it in there. This is the cable for it right here. Okay, great. So we're gonna make sure we grab this softly. So one of the things that this printer's for, and one of the things that people keep talking about is why do you need this, is this has this auxiliary extruder, and it's an auxiliary port for auxiliary filaments, things like supports and whatnot. So it's meant to be something so that you can use and get your supports better. And I'm sure there's other things about it, but that's the main one. Okay, there we go. Okay, clicked in, and then looks like it just goes, yeah, it all just, so it comes in like that and then push down. There it is. So you just, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clips in there. So you just put it in there and you clip it in just like that. Sweet. So this, you unscrew this way. This is why you read the instructions. Oh, okay. So you're going to take this and you're going to make sure it goes in here. And then this though, this is going to like feed, like, you want to make sure it's like being fed inside of that pretty good. There we go. I got it. I had to take it off of my thing. I guess if you guys have to too, that's great. That's what this is for. You're supposed to come in here and just continue to tighten this down, I guess until it's tight. Okay, so we're gonna grab the PTFE tubings. We're in the white one. What's nice is the white goes to the white, so that goes up here, and that's done. And then this comes up. I'm gonna put it back here like this. Yeah, this comes in here. Let's see if I have to push this in more. There we go, right there. Put that lock back in. Great. Exciting. Super fun. Okay, so we can put the top glass back on like so. And we're gonna grab the AMS2 Pro here, put that right on top so it looks like this. And then I'm assuming we're just going to standard AMS procedures. So the left nozzle goes straight into the AMS2 Pro, just like that. And then we're gonna make sure that that's done. So that is done. Now the reason I'm picking this right slot over the left slot is simply because I don't think it matters, but that's what the picture shows. So that's what we're doing. So now what we have to do is install the spool holder, and that goes right here. And the way this goes is this gets slotted on right there. Nice and secure. And then this gets slot in like so, probably also nice and, oh, now nice and secure. Great. And that's where this Bowden tube comes in for this one. That's pretty slick, actually, if you ask me. Okay, and then it comes with this auxiliary fan bundle. So we'll open this up. Look at that. Cool. Okay, so this goes, and then there's a cable that goes from there to there. I just realized I used the long cable for that. Okay, so we're gonna switch this. Okay, perfect. All right, so that's all set up here. We have that all ready to go. And then what we're gonna do is, oh man, we're ready to plug this thing and start it. Okay, so we gotta get better angles for you guys. So it looks like we have the standard, you know, Bambu screen. Select our region, North America. I'm gonna go to Gengar. You guys wanna know my Wi-Fi password? Just kidding. I am 100% calling this one Ant-Man because I think it's ironic and fun. So there we go. It is all hooked up. Oh yeah, there it is. There's my body right there. So there you guys go. That is the unboxing for the X2D. Now I can already tell you that I have understood the move to make this machine, and it was something I wasn't even thinking about. And that auxiliary, people are just like, they're talking about this auxiliary Bowden tube nozzle part, and I just realized that it is separate from the AMS unit. So let's say you're printing in PLA, you can put the auxiliary PETG support on that side, and then that way your supports can be completely compatible with each other, and then you have a support material on top of having 4 colors, unlike in the past where we've had to have 3 colors and then a support material. You can now have all 4 of those AMS slots working for you in your favor, and then an external slot that's doing support material. I am so excited to start, messing around with this and playing with it. It's going through all the calibrations. So obviously there's going to be a lot more content to come, especially utilizing all of this support interface and things like that. That auxiliary left nozzle is now just, it's mind-boggling to think of the possibilities. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the unboxing of the Bambu Lab X2D. I'm excited to get started with it and play with it. So as always, please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Like the video. It really helps the algorithm out. I'm really trying. I want to crack 10,000 followers by the end of the year, and I feel like I'm on a good pace to do that. So please, please, please share this for people that you want to know. And I'm basically Bensky, and mistakes make magic, baby. And one more thing for any of you who stuck around, merch is going to be coming out soon. This is the draft of the Basically Bensky shirt. We are going to move this up a little bit and shrink it. I wanted to see what it looked like bigger, but I don't really like it. So it'll be kind of up more and smaller, or even a dual one where there's one on the side or just the one on the side. But we are going to have my Raven Aztec warrior back here. That I love him. He's my favorite. So, and we're going to go through a couple materials. So, get ready on the lookout for those pre-orders, and the giveaway is still going on. So make sure you click the link down below to look at the giveaway, and we're gonna have another one already. I know, already another giveaway, but stay tuned for those details. Anyways, I'm out.